I'm Sarah Kapustin, and I'm a main subject teacher in violin at Artes Academy of Music. I started learning the violin when I was 4. My parents tell me that I was asking to play violin and they don't know why. I have to say that I am still to this day completely in love with the violin sound and the sounds that it can produce. There's something to do with how it resonates under my ear when I play. I love the feeling of making this incredible piece of wood vibrate in all possible ways, with the left hand, with the right hand, and the combination of things that can happen. And I also feel that the violin is having the most incredible, rich repertoire. Just the basic sound production on the violin is already very difficult, and there are so many different facets. So that's always my in when I work with a student, is to work on sounds and how you produce different sounds in different ways. What I'm trying to do when I teach is to access the person and try to help them have the most direct line between what they imagine in their head for how the music should sound and what is actually coming out. There may be tension in your body that's preventing you sometimes from producing the sound the way you want to, or that you don't quite understand the music and are trying to understand the different emotions that the composer is trying to communicate. I think for artists, it's very important that we embrace our vulnerability. That's not something to be ashamed of or to try and hide, but actually it's something to enhance through the playing that makes it very personal. We're looking for someone who has a high level of playing, who is able to express themselves in a way that is very convincing and captivating. That doesn't mean that you have to come here as a fully formed artist. Of course not, you're coming here to learn. But that we hear an interesting musician who really has something to say with the violin. That's what we're most interested in. I think Artes is a really nice size for a school. It's small, but big enough that you can meet lots of different people coming from all over the world. It's a very international school, and lots of different departments in one building. So you have the opportunity to meet people from different parts of the world who have a different perspective than you. But it's not so huge that it's overwhelming. Everyone has space to really develop in their own way. I have had, over the years, a lot of people come from Spain to study with me for one reason or another. Many of them are playing in orchestras, chamber music, some are having teaching jobs, or some combination of those things. And I have a couple people who are also working in the arts in different ways. One who is working as a production manager in the Royal Theatre in Madrid. So that's a different type of job. So people are all finding their own niche in the world around them, which is really cool to see.